Welcome to the home of WWE News, Rumors, and Gossip in real time. Click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications today. Don't forget to become a channel member and send a super thanks donation below. And now, your host. He is the most consistent and dedicated in YouTube history, Seanzviewent.
Viewers, fans, and subscribers, you know, it's one thing to watch Raw 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock at night, p.m., right? You're used to that. It's the night thing. You come home from work, you get home from school, you know, you're trying to cool down, laying in bed, chilling on the couch. All right, time to turn on Monday Night Raw. But then the WWE moves to another country. They move to another time zone. They move to another continent, right? And then all of a sudden, wait a minute, we're watching Raw in the a.m., we're watching Raw in the morning, we're watching Raw 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. This is very different. This is very odd. This feels a little off watching wrestling this early in the morning. But maybe it gets you up. Maybe it gets you hyped. Maybe it makes you feel right that Raw is on this early in the morning. Here's the thing, viewers, fans, and subscribers. Let me tell you something. This is one of those things where it's a massive, adjustment. Some would say it's an enhancement. Some would say, well, I like to watch Raw before I go to school. I like to watch Raw before I go to work. I like to watch Raw with my morning coffee. Some of you have already watched the entire Monday Night Raw as I put this video on, or some of you are in the middle of Raw, or some of you are just starting to watch Raw as you are waking up. And viewers, fans, and subscribers, I'll tell you what. Sometimes Raw is appointment viewing television, as we got a number one contenders match. We got a women's tag team match. I mean, we got a lot on the show. A lot to look forward to. And again, with a number one contenders to determine the next number one contender for Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship. You all know what we do because it's about your view, because your view is the only view that matters on this very website. It all boils down to you. What was your moment of the night on Raw? What to you struck you? What stood out? What was the angle, the storyline of the night tonight on Monday Night Raw? What to you was the match of the night on Raw on Netflix? Was there anything that you liked? Was there anything that you disliked? Was there anything that was boring? Was there anything that you got through? Or again, are you just starting to watch Monday Night Raw right now? And this is coming off TNA Bound for Glory, ladies and gentlemen. This is also coming off of a full jam-packed weekend of wrestling because we also had Crown Jewel. Now, again, I would ask you, well, for Bound for Glory, what did you like best? Did you watch it? Did you like it? Did you tune into it? What was the match of the night at TNA Bound for Glory? The moment of the night. We had the Hall of Fame at TNA Bound for Glory. We had a lot going on. And then you had Crown Jewel. Now, if you're looking at Crown Jewel, TNA Bound for Glory, and you're looking at Monday Night Raw, what was the better show out of all three? Out of all three of them, what was the premier show? What was the number one show? And then you had a fitting end to one of the greatest tag team rivalries of all time, the Dudleys and the Hardys at TNA Bound for Glory in Lowell, Massachusetts. It was one for the ages. It was one for the record books, and people thought, oh, this was going to be a match that was going to be full of botches. It was going to be slow. It was going to be methodical. It was going to be horrible. It was going to be listen, was this the greatest meeting between these two? No. They're older. They got a lot going on in their lives. A lot of injuries. They're not 100%. They're not the same Dudleys and Hardys, but boy, did they give it their all. They gave you every single thing that they had, and that was enough to ask for between the Hardys and the Dudleys at TNA Bound for Glory. And boy, was this a hell of a glorious event or what. But again, what would you rate each show? Because again, it's all about your rating, your view. Because remember, here on this show, your view is literally the only view that matters. Remember, it's so crucial. It is so important to become a channel member today to help secure and save my future on this website to the delight of every single one of you. Now, to you, again, if you're looking at TNA Bound for Glory, just the event by itself, was it an event that you were happy to see? Was it an event that you actually paid for? Did you go to a friend's house, a boyfriend's house, a girlfriend's house, a family house? And TNA set their own record. TNA broke their own record at Bound for Glory last night, and I am very excited. I'm very happy for what TNA is doing and for what TNA is accomplishing at this stage of the game. Because, again, a lot of people didn't give TNA a chance. They had it dead, gone, and buried. It was going to be out of business. TNA was never supposed to make it to this point. But by God, not only did they make it, but they are crushing it. They are influencing it. They are taking it to a whole nother level. Also, breaking news, guys. We've got breaking news on a brand new world heavyweight champion. Yes, according to those in the know, the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters. Ladies and gentlemen, Takesha captures the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship at King of Pro Wrestling. We have a new IWGP World's Heavyweight Champion. And if history serves me correctly, I think this is an is an AEW wrestler, an AEW superstar, if history serves me correctly. Also, WWE alum claims that company is withholding royalty checks. Gintala reacts after the exit from her WWE. I've always been a fighter. Team 3D retired after Bound for Glory 2025 loss. Yes, indeed. Mike Santana wins the TNA World title at Bound for Glory 2025. TNA president hints. Again, it's only a teaser. It's a hint. It's a rumor. It's gossip. It's speculation. It's hearsay. That the Hardy Boys have re-signed with TNA Wrestling as they are now still the TNA Tag Team Champions and the NXT Tag Team Champions. The old both sets of gold do the Hardy Boys. Also breaking news on The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson at this hour and at this time as The Rock's The Smashing Machine continues to struggle at the box office. But The Rock is still very happy and positive about that movie. And again, you got to wonder, once it moves to streaming platforms, maybe like Hulu, Netflix, Disney, wherever it may go, Amazon Prime, wherever it may go, The Rock will get more and more. And hopefully The Rock will get everything out of that movie, everything that he put into it at the end of the day. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, Kota Ibushi is out with a broken femur and could miss over a year. Speaking about missing a WrestleMania. Viewers, this is very sad and very horrible. It's a very heartbreaking update here on Seanzviewent. Not the kind of updates I like to talk about or speak of, but it is exactly what we're going to do because I'm in it for all of you to give you the most exclusive, the most extensive, the most in-depth, the most dynamic. Ladies and gentlemen, according to those in the know, we all know last year at WrestleMania, Kevin Owens was forced to miss WrestleMania. Kevin Owens was forced out of WrestleMania due to injury, due to a neck injury. And then Kevin Owens followed that up with neck surgery. So it would appear as if right now that Kevin Owens is going to miss due to the fact that he had surgery to repair his neck, that Kevin Owens will be out yet another year. So Kevin Owens will miss yet another WrestleMania. 2 WrestleManias in a row that Kevin Owens is going to miss, unfortunately and untimely and very sadly. A competitor, a character like Kevin Owens to miss 2 years of WrestleMania after he battled the likes of Stone Cold Steve Austin. He was supposed to go against Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Now, the closest that we could get, the closest that Kevin Owens could return to WWE in a wrestling ring could be at WWE SummerSlam, the hottest blockbuster event of the year in the summertime. Viewers, fans, and subscribers, we are also receiving word that Crown Jewel Perth earned a B grade from ESPN, better than WrestlePalooza. Also, the rumors continue to rumble, and we always bring it up when we hear the rumor, the gossip, the speculation. We always bring it up about WWE Raw's move to the USA Network. Will it happen? Will it go down? Will the announcement happen at WWE as they are in Australia for a Monday Night Raw? They have been there for the better part of 4 days from SmackDown. And my God, I forgot about SmackDown. I cannot believe it. I actually forgot about the blue brand of SmackDown on Friday night. So you had SmackDown, you had NXT, you had TNA Bound for Glory, you had Monday Night Raw, you had Crown Jewel. I mean, you had 5 events in the span of 4 days. 5 events in the span of 4 days. And then you're going to throw in AEW, their weekend event. So obviously it was a hotly jam-packed weekend for wrestling extraordinaires, for wrestling fans. Absolutely incredible, absolutely remarkable, if you ask Seanzviewent Entertainment. Now again, the triple threat match is expected. Again, this could change again, barring the main event. It's supposed to be Seth Rollins versus CM Punk at Saturday night's main event. But again, plans are always subject to change. I want to let you know that right now. Plans are always subject to change, okay? Also, breaking news on a former WWE star who is shutting down comeback to UFC, a return to Ultimate Fighting Championship. Ronda Rousey shuts down UFC comeback rumors after second child is born. Also, WWE resigns Evolve Men's Champion after recent exit from the company. Speaking about recent exits and releases in pink slips, according to those in the know, the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, it would appear as if professional wrestling and WWE have not seen the last of firings. There will be more stars fired in the WWE, whether it be across Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or developmental. There will be more firings instead of hirings. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, Ridge Holland gives an update on a Liz Frank injury staying positive. Jeff Hardy says that his planned autobiography will deal with years of alcoholism. Yes, Jeff Hardy will be coming out with his autobiography, and boy, will that be a reader. Will that be a page turner when Jeff Hardy comes out with that? Are you anticipating? Are you going to buy the new Jeff Hardy autobiography that is going to come out? That is definitely sure to raise a lot of eyebrows, because we all know that Jeff Hardy's had a great wrestling career, but outside his wrestling career has been even more intriguing and more controversial and more impactful than his actual wrestling career. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions, your emotions on the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Also, ladies and gentlemen, it was a rumor, it was speculation, but now it is all but confirmed. A huge retirement in the world of professional wrestling. A champion who was at the time a current champion. Ash by Elegance says that she is retired after vacating the TNA Knockouts title. Fans rally for Edge after John Cena's win at Crown Jewel Perth. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions. Again, fans are rallying, fans are demanding Edge and John Cena to wrap up John Cena's story instead of it being John Cena versus Gunther, which has been announced as the main event, which has been announced as the retirement match of John Cena versus Gunther. People are saying replace Gunther and put Edge in there instead. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, we are receiving word right now, according to those in the know, a new report has shed light on the releases from WWE, has provided an update on the recent developmental talent releases that took place earlier this week. According to the report, the round of cuts has now effectively concluded, with the total number of departures being around a dozen. So you're looking at about 10 superstars WWE. The list of released talent includes a mix of outright releases, contracts that were not renewed, and some talent who were reportedly passed on new deals offered to them. The report also made it clear that despite these departures, WWE is still actively recruiting new talent to bring into its developmental system at the Performance Center, indicating a continuous process of refreshing the roster. The release of Wes Lee is the most surprising to the group, as he was a highly popular and decorated champion in NXT, known for his exciting in-ring style. In addition to his lengthy reign as the NXT North American Champion, he was a multi-time NXT Tag Team Champion as part of MSK. His departure marks a significant change for the NXT landscape, and of course, you can see the full list online. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, according to those in the know, Stevie Turner is excited to wrestle again after departure from WWE. UFC champion Jack Della Madeline and Alexander Vlago spotted at the WWE Raw with Triple H. Again, UFC champion spotted at WWE Raw earlier this morning with the game Triple H. What does this all mean? What is this all alluding to? Also, ladies and gentlemen, a love letter to pro wrestling. Triple H reacts to incredible John Cena versus AJ Styles match at Crown Jewel. Some are saying it is the match of the year. John Cena and AJ Styles not only stole the show at Crown Jewel, they have made it stole the whole damn year. Make no mistake about that. What did you think about AJ Styles returning to his TNA days, his TNA trunks, his TNA style during that match with the greatest of all time, the never seen 17, John Cena? Also, ladies and gentlemen, on the chaotic Seanzviewent, John Cena allegedly very unhappy with WWE's handling of his retirement tour. John Cena's farewell tour may not be going the way fans or John Cena himself hoped. with only a couple of months left before he officially retires from the WWE. A new claim suggests that the 17-time world champion is frustrated with how the WWE has handled his final storyline. During an episode with writer Rick Russo, former WWE writer Russo shared Cena is allegedly not pleased with how his retirement angle has unfolded, pointing the finger squarely at WWE's creative direction. We're hearing that John Cena is very unhappy. He doesn't like the way that the whole retirement angle is played out. It's not what he wanted, and he is disappointed. It's also being dropped a major claim that John Cena's camp may have been in touch with AEW, hinting that the wrestling legend could be exploring options outside of WWE. I even heard there has been some contact speculation between John Cena's camp and AEW's camp. With that being said, Gunther's going over John Cena. So it looks like John Cena will lose his retirement match to Gunther. Now, we all know Gunther's move entices somebody to either pass out, knock out, or tap out. Is John Cena going to lose by tap out by giving up in his last ever match to Gunther in Washington, D.C.? The belief is that Gunther will walk out with the win, closing the book on John Cena's legendary career. Even if things haven't gone his way for John Cena in WWE, John Cena is known for his professionalism and will likely give all in his swan song. But with rumors of AEW talk swirling, this might not be the last chapter that fans anticipated or that fans expected. This according to Ringside News and those in the know. Some would say April Fool's is way too early for Russo. Absolutely no shot. Or Cena of his camp said a word about anybody in AEW, about anything with them not happening. Vince Russo said, credibility of this article, negative 347%. Come on, guys, be professional. Right. They're not going to have that ugly freak Gunther beat John Cena's retirement match. It's the John Cena retirement tour, not the Rise of Gunther tour. And John Cena said he is retiring and he is not going to AEW. And again, you just never know. You never know what swerves the WWE could produce or predict at the end of the day. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions. Viewers, this is what we do. I am Sean freaking View. Plenty more to come. Click the bell, subscribe if you want more videos like this.